For us, it fits in perfectly. I mean, our strategy and our vision is really to be creating or to become one of the largest suppliers of antimony outside of Asia into the Western markets. And while not neglecting our Wild Cattle Creek deposit, because we're going to carry on working on that deposit, we just thought that going into the US, where the biggest demand in the Western Hemisphere is for antimony, we just thought for us it'd be fit in perfectly with our strategy, and not to mention that we have access to a much larger pool of finance investors, and we have access to a very large amount of government funding as well. So it fits in perfectly with our strategy. Well, the key highlights are really the opportunity was presented to us through third parties, and we think we acquired it for pretty good value from EVR. Like I said before, it's a milestone for us, definitely, because it's our first real foray into the US, and it fits it in with our strategy. So it's definitely a milestone for us. And as you know, the first acquisition in any new market is always probably the most challenging. It's big. The competitors that we have, I wouldn't say competitors, but the other antimony mines, the only one really operating at the moment is US Antimony. They have a small mine and small downstream processing facilities. And for us, we think with the size of the actual deposit, we can become a significant supplier into the US market. So the next steps for us really just we've got to get that into a JORC resource as soon as we can, and we've already lined up 3 different contractors, well-known contractors in the area, in the Utah, Arizona, and Colorado area, and the guys that know the local rules and know the local processes, they know all the local geology. As we speak, they are busy preparing plans, and we'll be coming out with an announcement pretty soon, outlining some of those plans. But first steps are really getting on the ground, understanding what's there, understanding what could be there, in terms of how can we expand the resource, etc. We've got guys starting to work on a 3D model for us of the deposit. And then the next step is really just to do some definition drilling, just to confirm what's there, and then some drilling to expand the resource as well. But before we do that, even we'll come out with a JORC MRE at some stage for that. Hopefully sooner rather than later, and hopefully we can fast track some of the permitting as well. I think I put it down to, for the shareholders, it appeared that we were a bit stagnant, although a lot of work was carried on behind the scenes on Wild Cattle Creek, and we'll continue with that work. But I think the shareholders really liked our strategy of moving into the US market and becoming a big supplier of antimony in the Western world. And the message to the shareholders is just, hold on to your shares and buy some more shares, and we're going places. We won't disappoint you.